Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back. We've got a exciting day ahead of us here. Going to start it off at the Lego store. I'm hoping, just hoping, they got those 1x4 tiles for the deep sea in stock. That would just be magical. I would love that. Mrs. Brixie's coming to work today as well. She's upstairs, she's getting ready. I've got the kids eating breakfast here. They're having their morning shreddies. And then Grandma's coming on by, so she's going to be the babysitter, so Mrs. Bricksie and I can go to the studio and take care of some stuff. Before we head there, though, I've got to freshen up myself after the kids are done eating, and then I got to load up my car, too, because we've got a lot of parts we got to bring over to the studio today. Showed up to the mall here a little bit early, grab some coffee and some breakfast. A&W. Coupons arrived in the mail the other day. Not bad. Good way to start the morning. And as I was walking by the Lego store, they passed me with a big cart of cardboard because they were bringing the cardboard to the cardboard room. So that means they got a big shipment. And then I peered through the window and I was like, ooh, look, pad boxes, pad boxes. Hopefully they have the parts we're looking for. Check it out, everybody. They got the trans blue 1x4 tiles. Gonna get 3 boxes of those. I also have like masonry in all different colors. They also got red brackets, nougat plates, tan panels. We've got white plate, red brick, light bluish gray, white, 2x6 in light bluish gray, and then we've got green plate and brick. We got the 4x4 plates as well in light gray and green. We got new BAM too. Check out these torsos. They're the dark blue spaceman. And there's all sorts of Halloween ones here too. And the cats. Look at that. That's a cool head decoration. Like skeleton legs. Like costume ones though. And there's also jack-o'-lanterns in there. Skulls. All sorts of cool stuff. There's another table set up and they've got more masonry in here. They also got trees, more of these rock panels, more 4x4 gray plate, light gray masonry. It's funny, nobody's even stacking masonry. Well, there's a few people, but I'm surprised to see it sitting here. There's nougat, there's also more leaves over here, and more green plate. The true excitement is the new BAM shipments. Look, we're putting together some Halloween figs. There's all sorts of them. We even found these torsos right here, which are the Lego store employees. They got the Lego logo on the back. Super cool. We need more shirtless minifigures for the beach, too. Look at that. It's the perfect torso and legs. It's unfortunate there's only the magenta shorts, but either way, that works out quite nicely. So Mrs. Bricksie and I are back from the Lego store. We ended up getting a small army from the BAM station. Got a little bit carried away. It's all good though. We also got 3 boxes of the trans dark blue 1x4 tiles, so we'll be able to finish off that tiling in the deep sea area. Yes, finally, that's awesome. I'm excited about that. Hopefully 3 boxes is enough. I'm thinking it is. In addition to all that, we also got a pretty big set. Here's the minifigures that we got, a ton of them. Some really cool torsos, head decorations, animals, and legs. I like the space ones. You'll probably notice that some of the minifigures that we have like old school head elements or random head elements that you can't find on the BAM station, I'm gonna call it. Well, that's because you only have to get 15 pieces. So when you go there, if you see 15 pieces that you like, you don't have to get the heads. If you're like, okay, I got a bunch of head and hair pieces and hats and stuff at home, I'm just gonna get 15 torsos that I like, or 15 hair pieces, or 15 accessories that I like. You can do that. So that's what we did, and then we came back and we put them on the trays here and added heads and all that. So we got the Lego store torso, we got some space ones with like the cool shoulder pads there and the helmets, and some for Halloween, which is good. And then we got these ones here for the beach. I thought that's funny. They're all just like got rip shredded abs. They're like rip shredded abs are like Batman. That's a cool minifig torso. And then we found some additional heads from our parts inventory, additional hair elements as well, and sort of made it work. One thing we need to do is actually buy more head elements. We are running low in the head department. Where's that? That's gonna be over here. Not really, I guess, but the thing is a lot of them are actually like damaged. I bought in like bulk collections, so they're just becoming a little bit damaged or random. Might want to freshen that up. Then we've got all sorts of weapons in there, all sorts of random head decorations, torsos, and legs. So if I can piece them together, I may as well do that. In fact, I could probably go through here, grab a head decoration, grab an accessory, legs and torsos, and we could probably build a bunch more minifigures. But honestly, we've got like so many minifigures that are ready to go. We've got that there, and then there is one of these cabinets. I still need to go through and label it. Oh, Mrs. Bricksie. She goes, hey, that's what we can do today. We can go through and label all this stuff. But you can see I've got like bins of minifigures that have to be put back into the city. So yeah, in addition to all of that stuff, we also got this set. This is the Disney villain set, and I'm going to be giving this away during my next Whatnot stream, which is taking place this Saturday at 2 o'clock. So I'll be giving that one away, and while I'm doing that, I'll also be auctioning off all of these figures as well. This is good, everybody. I recently added this massive table to the studio so I can build giant modules. We've got the tiles for the ocean, 3 boxes of those. So that's excellent. Can you believe that I didn't get any masonry? I know, it's crazy. They had 2 boxes of each there. I've got enough masonry right now. I'll leave those for some other people. And then we've got our big box of parts that I ordered from Bricklink. So we're good to go. We got 2x2 bricks and dark bluish gray slopes and reddish brown plate and wedge plates and all this different type of stuff so we can build like crazy. What are we going to build today? It's cool having all that 2x2 brick and also all the 4x4 green plate. Now I essentially have enough parts to Mills plate, like, I don't know, the entire countryside. So like all of this here. We could turn this into all green Mills plates. However, I don't have enough base plates. So there is that. You know, I was thinking to myself the other day, what I should do is cut more of the platforms. So you can see the Ninjago City platform there. It's raining out today, so I'm not going to do that in the rain because that would just be gross. My saw in the rain with sawdust, not be good at all. But what I could do and what I will do is cut more of these to the right size. And then I've got some legs already pre-cut like these here. And we're going to run the platforms throughout the center. So the platforms for the mountain will be in place, and then I can base plate the top of those. And when I do that, it's going to add some more height to the city and also allow us to start visualizing that mountain. Because when you look down from here, the right side of the city with the downtown core, it looks really good. Even the base plates in the back where we have the just base plated off amusement park, it looks decent. You know, it's presentable. The left side, not so much, because the back there where we have that old burrow, well, it's not base plated off. In the center, it's not base plated off. So if I were able to get those platforms inserted and then base plate it all off, I think it would just be a lot more presentable. But for now, today, I want to continue working on this project that I started not too long ago, and that is the green space that I have right back here. I was thinking of building a large farmer's market stretching behind the construction site and the gas station, so I should probably work on that. A lot of people have been saying that this is not a good position for the gas station and that I should move it. I could do that. What I could do is, as suggested, put it in the countryside. Someone said that. Or I could also put it in the residential, and that would actually be very easy to do because you see that open base plate right there beside the school. Just remove that, slide the school over, slide these little townhouses over, and then I could put it in the corner right there across the street from the Simpsons house and by the train station. Does that make more sense? It's no longer across the street from the other gas station, which is sort of realistic. You ever notice that? Whenever there's one gas station, there's 3 other gas stations. At least in my town there is. It's weird. But maybe this makes more sense to have it in the residential area. Of course, if I choose to move forward with this, I would have to modify all those road plates so you can actually pull in there. Now, I would like to put it in the countryside, but the countryside is just like nothing right now. So there's not even a way for me to test that theory. So maybe one day this gas station could go to the countryside. But for now, I have that option or that option where we started, or I do have an open base plate right there. So I could put it on the corner on the back side of Sesame Street. I could reshift some of the stuff around. For example, that tuning shop, which is right there, could go beside Sesame Street, which really doesn't make any sense. And then I could put the gas station on the backside, and it would sort of share a parking lot with the bowling alley. So I can go in that corner there, or I could also put it across the street right there, because we have all this open real estate as well. And then it wouldn't be like sharing a block with the townhouses. The issue with this position is now it's all up in this train station's grill, you know, like it's right there. It's sort of weird, not really the best spot for it. I was thinking to myself too, this is the half base plate component of the bookshop. It's like the townhouse, but I have two of them. I could put these in that open space right here beside Sesame Street, or we could shift some other things around. For example, we could take the double pet shop, which is right there beside the two townhouses in the sand blue color, and we could put that over here, and then we could group the townhouses together. There's just like unlimited possibilities as to what we could do, and that's why I'm always shifting things around. And it's hard when there's, you know, 400 different ideas in the comment section, plus my own ideas. It makes it rather difficult sometimes because there's so many different things. What do you think, Jose? Huh?
I don't know.
You don't know? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think this is sort of weird because it's like right up on the train station. But either way, I think that's what we're going to run with. I think the townhouses fill that spot quite nicely. They sort of match the feel of the other buildings around there. The gas station is going to work over here. I've just got to fix up some of the road plates, remove some of those sidewalks. And then I actually pushed over the activity center in the school, 32 studs. So maybe one day I can fill that base plate there with a schoolyard of some sort, put like a little playground. I think that makes sense beside the school and the activity center, even if I swap the position of the school and the activity center. So the playground is right next to the school. That would probably be ideal. Now I've got to go around, fix up those road plates and figure out what I'm going to do here. I do think that this road plate makes sense there because it is a nice turnaround. Also, it services the corner garage, which I do like. Maybe I can convert this into a parking spot or two. So everybody, the dynamic duo's back at it again. What are you building there, Jose?
I'm building more market booths. To do it in a different color though. These are our old ones. And I feel like we need like twice as many because it's a big spot and I want them to be a bit more crammed. So I'm making some light gray and then like maybe a couple bigger ones, just working with the parts we have.
Nice. I need to buy a dual microphone for this camera. So you got this pathway laid in there. That looks good. I want it to stay with the same design with the quarter round tiles, the 1x2 tiles, and also the metallic 1x1 studs. Some of the existing farmers market stalls are in there as well. Jose just finished those ones. Just got to add some deets to them. So that's good. We'll get those placed randomly throughout there. Connects nicely to this plate here where we have that statue. And this trail is actually going to lead to the parking lot, which I'm building right over here. In addition to that, I was fixing up some of the roads down there. And I also added this line brick and fixed up this sidewalk. And I'm making this one big plate. So this is what my parking lot's going to look like. Just 3 stalls, 2 yellow lines. Not going to do the yellow lines on the exterior. Don't think that's needed. It's going to look like that there. And it's 7 bricks per parking stall and a tile on the end and 2 plates. And that gets the math just right, and I'll be able to put some of the Technic bricks in here so I can lock it in position. Look at that build table though, hey? Jose, what do you think of that? That looks awesome. We got enough room for 2 people to work side by side on like 2 different projects. That's a good investment, that's for sure. Got this all fixed up there. I like that. Cheated a bit, didn't interlock everything, but it's just bricks laid on their side. That's fine. Then I did the little concrete things that you scrape your bumper on. Got to have those. And we got some grass there, and Jose's working on putting the stalls in. And you know what? It's coffee o'clock, everybody. Got to get some coffee. I still got to get this framed. I've just put it over here for safekeeping for now. Got to get that framed up. That would be super cool. But yeah, we're going to have a couple of audacios. There we go. So whenever Jose comes to work, you know we have a babysitter because you can't just leave your kids at home. So generally we take the same vehicle here. We've got to leave by like 3:30 and it is 2:20. It's almost that time. Uh-oh. So I've got to go through the big tree bin downstairs and pull out some trees for the forested farmers market. And we got here a little bit later because we were at the Lego store and we saw all that awesome BAM stuff and put minifigures together, so we didn't get here till like 11:30. The farmers market has doubled in size, so it's 1.5 base plates. Now it's 3 base plates. As you saw there, Mrs. Bricksie came up with some new stalls and we've added some tree details. So you've got this guy selling some like cast iron pans and pots and just random miscellaneous stuff there. This lady here, she's selling Yeti mugs, all sorts of different colors. That's what we're gonna run with. Yeti should sponsor this video. Then we've got the vegetable stand right here. Then there's some baked goods, the pie and all the treats, and some like cakes in the background. And then right here, there's some more utensils. This one is like a gardening booth. So there's, get in there, there's too many trees. So this side we've got like a bucket and a pumpkin, and there's some like bird feed, and then there's the wheelbarrow and a little cart, and then there's also some boxes of like dirt in the back left as well. Got some skunks back here, some more like utensils in this one, teapots and whatnot. And then this guy here, who's got some like gemstones, the wheel, just like antiques. There's a shield there as well, so a little antique booth. And this guy's selling bread and cheese, and then purses and like fashion accessories. And this one is a specialized dog food treats. So we've got the little dog bowl right out front there, and then some specialized treats and some bones. Also a couple brushes and a bone back there as well. Just a nice little farmer's market where you can pick up some homemade goods. Added a variety of trees, so we've got these ones that are Technic built, another one that's Technic built here with the nice orange colors, and then the one that's built with the 2x2 bricks and all the leaves, and we also have some with the cylinders. And then there is the bush elements as well. We use some of the pre-molded ones and some of the customized ones with the flowers. And this is like an entrance to it, so we put a bush on either side, and then we did the same thing over there. And if you have a browse around here, you'll see all sorts of critters, skunks and dogs and birds, butterflies within the trees. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a nice forested farmer's market, and I can't wait to see it placed in the Lego City. So yeah, we've got those tiles now, so I can add that to the list of things to do, get that water all tiled off, and we place the farmer's market. But first we remove the construction site so we can actually get in there and see it. Pretty awesome. I love the pops of color with all the different types of vegetation, the different heights as well. I think it was a good call just adding like a little mini forest here. Get down and see that perspective, like the POV, point of view. Can sort of walk through it like a minifigure. That's nice. I think it matches up nicely with the canal there as well. So we've got the nice colors of the canal and all the different vegetation, and people can park here and just check out this little park or go to the farmer's market, go to the Spring Lantern Festival, check out the Lego store, maybe so many activities that you can do in this area of town now. I still need to figure out what we're going to do with these triangular parts right here that are all tiled off. Believe me, it's not going to stay like that. I will be adding different activities along there so that we can just enhance the storytelling in this area of the Lego City. So yeah, I think that turned out quite nicely. I also fixed up this road plate. As you saw, we've got the parking lot there. The line break is corrected. The line break is corrected there. The bicycle lane is corrected, so that looks good. And then I transitioned the gas station over here, and I decided to fix up the road plates there as well. I think that works out quite well. I did decide to leave this 6x6 plate right here so the pedestrian can cross that way or whatever. Maybe stand there. Maybe I'll get rid of that and just turn this all into dark bluish gray so it's sort of one with the road, but I think it works out for now. I did just move the activity center over, and then I put the school here, and maybe one day I can build a playground for the school right here between the gas station and that, or I could move whatever, doesn't matter, the activity center, so it's next to this, and then put the playground between the activity center and the school. That might work best, but I don't know, there's still a lot of open space in this area. Like there's a half base plate over there between these two houses, and then there's some more space over there by that construction vehicle and that haunted house. So there's a lot of things that still need to happen here. There's a lot of space for detail and development, like all of this stuff along there and by the train track there, and I need to figure out what's going on with that train station. And then there's also the amusement park and the entrance for that and parking for that. So yeah, there's a lot of different things to consider over here. So nothing over here is really set in stone, and that's the same with anything in my Lego City. Things are always changing. There's a ton of green or park space in the Lego City now. Like we've got Central Park right there, and then we've got the Farmers Market, which is sort of a park right over here on the canal. Yeah, that is awesome. Sort of right across the way. Tons of green space. I wanted to do this in the past, so now it's finally happening in the new layout. The construction site does sort of block the farmer's market when you're looking from this angle, but of course you can sort of peer around. And I mean, this is going to be a nice apartment building if these blasted construction workers ever get the construction done. It makes sense that there would be a nice apartment building going right here by this beautiful park. And you can really check out the farmer's market from this angle as well. So I think that works out quite nicely. That's pretty sweet. There you go. I'm happy that Mrs. Bricksie was able to help me out today. That was amazing. I think we got a lot accomplished, and I'm pretty happy with it. So that's really about it, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for some more great stuff coming out in the very near future. And have yourselves a fantastic day. Bye for now.